Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. My name is Cheok PD, and today I'm going to be reacting to Crow by i-dle. This is their latest comeback, and you know what? I have not reacted to i-dle in a hot minute, and I'm sure people have been curious. The past few comebacks and songs just have not been my taste. Have not really been sort of my speed, and so didn't make videos for them. This channel, I really only want to talk about things that I both enjoy and that even if I don't enjoy it or I don't like something, that I can at least talk about constructively. And so that wasn't the case for the past couple comebacks. No detriment, no hate against anything. People have different tastes. And so it is what it is, you know. I have loved previous i-dle releases in the past, but we'll see. In fact, the biggest giveaway is if you're watching this video, that means I liked this. So let's see what Crow has to offer us. This is Crow by i-dle. I will say already on just like a conceptual level, I'm kind of in because the naming is sick. Crow just sounds badass. Oh, it looks badass. What is this? Ooh. Oh, sick. Starting out on a bold ass Soyeon rap is crazy.
Until it cuts my tongue. Yeah, baby, once we were too deep in our own haze, lost in the fog we meant forgetting. Now we know it. 우린 다시 물을 엎질러 마침 세상 앞질러 우린 우리 앞질러 날아가려고 탐이라. We are locked in for real, so what you wanna do? Underdog, 그로된 거저 TKO. No sedan, no money. 우린 배틀을 목표로 배우고 배워 그 끝에 성공한 이 포기까지. Keep coming back, coming 겨우 이 정도로 못 당하지. Come on, oh man, do what you do best. We're born in the nest of the crow. We the omen, do what we do best.
That was tight. Oh, that was sick. Oh, that was so cool. Wow. I gotta say, that is the toitest idol comeback for me in a long, long time. Now, I really enjoyed Mono. All right, as a song, I enjoyed Mono. As a chill pop song, I enjoyed Mono. Okay, Little World in Mono. It's groovy. It's catchy. Loved it on a sonic level. I think on a conceptual level. I think on an idol level. I have I have been holding a candle in my heart for them for since they did Lion, and I have been I personally Lion was my favorite. That was actually my favorite idol comeback, and arguably with like and even after Lion, I enjoyed many comebacks after that, but I think one of the things of like what I didn't really jive with in the past few comebacks before Mono was that I felt like the songs weren't as ambitiously daring enough for me. And I think Idol, as much as they are a very feminist group, that's not at the core of who they are musically and sonically. Being feminist is a part of who they are. And being feminine, frankly, being feminist should be a part of who we all are. But at their core, they are, I would say, radical. And I would say they are very musically dangerous. Is what it's from La Tata to Senorita to that chill inducing like part where Oogie and Senorita with that ooh, ooh, ooh. Idol has always felt like a group that felt musically dangerous to me. And just, it felt like the danger had kind of disappeared, you know? Even Super Lady, dope EDM track, didn't feel as dangerous to me. Crow, now that is a hell of a song. I love it for a myriad of reasons. One, I think just on a songwriting level, it's both simple yet different and intricately complex at the same time. So when it was first starting, when I heard the drum beat, I was like, "Oh, this is like a very like I've heard this drum beat numerous times, especially on rap songs. It's like a very like confident pounding rhythm and then people will like fast rap over it. I've heard that done before." But I will admit, when Soyeon was rapping, I was like, God damn, I have wanted her to carve it up and eat it up like this in a long time. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm okay with this. But then we started getting into like Oogie's parts and Shua's parts. And then we got into Minnie's parts and just how that completely changed the tone of the song while still retaining the tone. It was incredible. All of it felt like a really incredible like musical piece. Like rather than feeling like a song, it felt like a musical piece. Everyone came in and sort of did their thing and then walked away to let the other member do their thing. It kind of is akin to how the first verse for ATEEZ's Adrenaline was. Adrenaline, if you look at the choreo, it's just one member dancing on stage and they just trade places over and over and then they all come together for the chorus. Because ATEEZ is at their point in their career where one member can hold the stage and the power of the stage just by themselves. Idol did basically that, but throughout the entire song. Mion doesn't appear until the end. And this is not a song where you're going to be complaining about like line distribution. It's not that. It's almost like a cipher. It's a baton pass to a member, to another member, to another member, to another member. It is what makes the song so different. It's what makes the song not a pop song. And it's why I love it. And I love how just focused it is, the song. And honestly, the temptation to not give into a pop hook, it requires an insane amount of discipline, as well as the music video itself. What I loved about the music video is how it was shot. It's not really anything groundbreaking per se. It's just they pick the right tone and they pick the right visual. The entire music video is shot in an anamorphic style, which means that the music video has this very tight frame of reference. There's a tight cinematic squeeze. It's how a lot of old school films are shot, and they didn't decompress it too much, which means like they didn't make it like full screen too much. In fact, if you look at the aspect ratio, they chop the bars on the video, the black bars that you see. Typically, there's not that many black bars. The black bars that you see, and it's going to be much thicker and much bigger than on most videos that you see, is due to the aspect ratio. The aspect ratio for the anamorphic lens squeezes a lot more, and it compresses a lot more. And so because of that, you're getting a much like tighter video. What that does is create a very cinematic landscape, and what that does is also tighten your focus, and it skews your focus as well. And so the entire what it does is it only hyper focuses everyone's individual parts or their duo parts even more so. They're telling you to pay attention. There's a little bit of film grain on it, some heavy color grade, and with that they have a very not K-pop looking music video and a very not K-pop sounding song. And again, it's one of my favorite new i-dle releases to date. Like, is it my new favorite i-dle title track ever? No, but it's probably one of my favorite projects and one of my favorite releases from them to ever drop. It's ambitious, it's dangerous, and it's super fucking cool. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and let's just watch it again. I feel like I've said my piece, but you know, just in case I notice anything that's different, we'll see. What a start. I love how dirty and grimy the beat sounds. That's such a bar. Hold on. That bad luck was always meant to test who's truly worthy of fortune. That's crazy. So, okay, I didn't notice that bar, but that's a hell of a bar. So the whole concept around crow, it's not really just Korean culture, but definitely in Korean culture, the crow symbolizes bad luck. But here they are embracing it. They are quite literally saying, we were born in the crow's nest. We are the crows. And the bad luck is just a test to prove that we really deserve our fortune. It's a song of strength. It's a song of resilience that no matter what comes their way, no matter what bad luck they might face, whether it was the scandal they had to deal with previously, or whether it's like a shitty label management or what have you, they dealt with it all and they put up with it all, and they still managed to succeed. That's the whole point of the crow song. That's the whole point of the crow concept, is that even despite of bad luck, they persevere. There's a lyric bite from, I think, Mion later on in the song. It says, they go until they give up, not until they succeed. So like, they're not going to be like, all right, we've succeeded, we've made money, we're going to stop. No, we're going to stop when we say I'm done, when they actually choose to give up. Damn. God blessed me with a prison. Spent every day of my sentence tasting bitterness. Built this frame with no family name behind it. Built this frame with no family name behind it. Since day one, hardship was never my enemy, but my ally. Applause is just a trick to send you off. Get lost in it and you'll stop growing forever. Keep your head straight and smile. Motherfucker! Oh my god! I have been waiting for this Soyeon carry. Oh my god! The moment you stop craving the essence. We want the boss, we still want more. We want the crumb, but it's the hungry crow. We want the boss, we still want more. We want the crumb, but it's the hungry crow. Come on, no man, do what you do best. We're born in the... See, yeah, when it comes to the music video, it's actually relatively really simple. You know, obviously it's gonna look cool with a mass of people, giant flags and all that. You know, you've got like the lower to high camera angles to make them look more powerful. But what sets Crow apart, I'm telling you, is that anamorphic film look. You're getting a visual aesthetic of this that makes it look more like a movie, like an actual movie, not just cinematic. Cinematic means that it has a richness and a depth. It doesn't mean that it looks like a movie. This actually looks like a filmic movie that you would see in theaters. So the anamorphic lens choice was, I would say, probably the biggest icebreaker for what really makes this look good, because they're just sitting on bleachers, they're just sitting on chairs, and there's various people designed around them. But what's bringing that all to life is the lens choice. That's crazy. Something so simple. And Minnie's part is like so mini. We're chasing the bell. This ain't enough to take us down. Bad luck. A bad omen is not enough to take them down. God damn. Fire. Oh my god. God damn, that was so cool. God damn, that's so cool. That's the coolest idol project ever. I love it. You know, more than Lion, more than Oh My God, more than Tomboy, more than Queen Card. Just god damn. I mean, they've had hits, they've had bangers. This wasn't even an anthem. This was just like, this was a creed, man. Oh, that was freaking incredible. Wow. Wow. Loved Crow. And I'm curious to hear from you guys. What did you think? What did you think of i-dle's Crow? I have to imagine you guys also really enjoyed that as well. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my reaction and review of i-dle's Crow music video. If you enjoyed this, Well, be sure to hit the like button down below. Make sure to subscribe. I'll have a button for you right here. I'm not quite sure if this is accompanied by an album. If it is, I will go ahead and check out that EP in July over on the Patreon. Link's going to be in the description below. If you want to support the channel for free, liking the video and subscribing are two ways to do so. And you can check out more free videos here on the channel in the end cards above. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later. Bye.